So hello guys and welcome to this YouTube series that I'm doing. Now there were calls for me to do a Sunderland save, but because I've been in England so much this year on career mode, I thought it was time to go to a different country, and that's why I've chosen FC Bayern 2. Now pretty much they've got, this is basically Bayern's second team, but it's amazingly good, amazingly good. I mean, you've got players like Fruchtel showing great potential. You've got this guy who I've seen, and Derek Cohn. If I can check on FIFA, I'm pretty sure this guy has a decent potential. I saw him in my Portsmouth save the other day ago, and I think he's got a good potential on FIFA. Derek Cohn, FIFA. I'm pretty sure this guy has a good potential. He starts at 63, but he can get to like 74, so it's not as great as I thought, but this guy's good. I know some of some of the players in this team. I never knew about that guy, so that's one that I didn't know about. Batista Meyer, I've heard of him. He's good. Sarpreet Singh. See, this is Bayern's second team, pretty much. Marcel Zilia, this guy I've heard of. Jaku I've heard of. Nicholas Kuhn I've heard of. That's for Bayern's first team. So pretty much what I'm hoping to do with this save is hopefully get Bayern up to the Bundesliga, make them a great team, and just, you know, like create a legacy for this team. But it's going to be difficult because obviously we've not got the greatest of players and all that, so it's going to be difficult. And to start off with, I'm not actually going to make any signings. I'm just going to let the team play out as it is and just see if there's anywhere I need to strengthen in January. But so yeah, we're in a pre-season tournament. I don't know how much we get for it. I think it's 1.4 million. So yeah, so we've got Salford City from England, going back to England again. We've got C Stabia. I don't know where they're from. I'm going to hazard a guess and say Romania. I'm going to hazard a guess because that's where a lot of the other teams from this are from. So, and then we've got Trapani, who are an Italian side. So yeah, so that's our group. The other group is Forest Green, who are English, Salerno, who are Italian, Mansfield, who are English, and Cittadella, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yep. So Cittadella, Mansfield, Salerno, and Forest Green. So that's the other group. So we'll get into our first game here. We'll see how the team performs. We have got some pretty decent players actually. I'll make my best team and I'll make the second best team. So Sarpreet Singh needs to start there. Will needs to start there. Cairn there. And I think that would be it, I think. Aye. But Fruchtel is going to be massive in our set trying to get promoted. And before we get into this match, I'll show you my sliders. Now, I find Decade Mode on Legendary, it's so easy, right? And because I think that, I've made sliders there for myself that make it much harder. So these are the sliders I play on, right? So you've got 45 sprint speed, 40 acceleration, 40 shot error, 40 pass error, 50 shot speed. Now these are all difficult sliders because, as you can see, it reduces the, well, that should be higher actually. 50, that should be higher. 55. So that increases, no, we'll bring that down. Injury frequency is 90, but you don't get as many injuries on that, which is surprising. Goalkeeper ability will bring that down to 55 actually. Marking is 50, run frequency is 58, line height's 50, line length's 44, line width is 45, full back positioning is 46, power bar is 55, and first touch control error is 45. And for these, we're going to bring down the shot error and pass error for our opponents. Shot speed will put up a wee bit. So these are basically the sliders that they play on, our opponents. So yeah, so I'll go through them one more time. If you want to copy them, feel free. But they are pretty good stats. I'll bring that down actually, because that's quite high. So yeah, we'll just get into our first match in the pre-season tournament, and we'll see how we get on. We lose 2-0. Great. Well, that's brilliant. So what we'll do is we'll set up a youth academy. We'll get the best. Oh, do we go for the best scout? I think the 2 million scout is probably. Do we though? See, this is the hard one because you don't want to waste all your budget on. But in the same way you do. Why not? Why not? We'll go with that. And we'll scout in Germany because that's where we're set. So he's away. We might sign some free agents, but we're going to keep the team the same way as we did, and we beat Trapani, so that's pretty good. What I'll do is I'll get up to maybe I'm just trying to think. Well, the way I do my career mods, right, is why does the league start awful early? Right. What we'll do is we'll play. Obviously, the pre-season tournament. We'll get through that because we're simming that anyway. I know a wee bit about the German leagues. I know who the good teams are and who the bad teams are and that. So we'll play our first game of the season. We'll sim Dingen, and we'll probably sim Hansa Rostock, and then maybe we'll play Victoria Köln. I'm not too sure, and then we'll maybe leave it there for the day's episode. And obviously tomorrow we'll play all the rest of the matches. We'll finish off the transfer window and stuff like that. So that's the way we're going to do it. Salford, very hard team to beat. And yeah, that just shows. And we're out. Yep. Right, okay. How much have we got? 1.16 million. Now, I'm going to have a look at free agents just to see if there's any good ones. I remember a lot of these. So from doing a Pompey save that I do on stream. You might have watched a lot of my streams, by the way, and thought, like, why does he play career mode? The answer to that is basically because it's enjoyable. I mean, when I play Ultimate Team, I'm frightened a wee bit because it just doesn't have the same like feel for me. Like, it's no enjoyable. But that's just my opinion. Like, I know people love Ultimate Team. I know they do. But it's just the gameplay for me. I just don't get it. Nedalev's a good one. And I think that will be it, I think. Andre, nah. Zanev, nah. But we might have a look at Bayern's team as well, just because that would be realistic for us to go in for Bayern players. We'll maybe see if we can get some on loan. Fieti Arp, we could get on loan, aye. We'll just get their young players hopefully on loan. Maybe. Jacques G, he could be quite good. So that's our short list. I'm definitely going to go in for Dean Furman, I think. I might look to sign a striker, maybe. Well, we've got Ryder, we need a midfielder, so we're going to go in for this Quizance guy, if they allow us. Yes, they do. Maybe we could get that. So, a 1-year loan for Quizance. That's going to bring our budget slightly down. 50-50? Yeah, that's cool. But will he accept? That's the big question. It would be brilliant if he does. It would be absolutely amazing if he does, but I just don't see it happening. Nah. I don't think we'll be able to do any signings with the thing, but we've got our what do you call it? We've got our forgot the name of it. We've got our scout network, we've got our youth staff all set up. So what we'll do is we'll get a scout future star. If it connects, yes it does. We'll get a scout future star, and that will come in next month. So we'll get a scout future star this season, we'll get a scout future star next season, and then maybe in the Bundesliga we might get one, but just probably for the first season in the Bundesliga probably, because we'll have quite a good team. We need to do training, that's what I need to remember to do. Everybody forgets to do training, everybody, so don't think that I'm like the exception. So training, doesn't Fructal, we need to train. Batista Maya will train. These players can all get to decent ratings that I'm doing it with. Jaku, he could be quite good actually. I like Jaku in this game. Well, I don't know much about him, but we'll do Derek Cohen. I know he can only get to 74 rated, but it's worth training him just for the first season. Sarpreet Singh, we didn't really need to do him. And Lucas Mai will do as well. So there we go, on 3 A's, so a good start to the training there. We'll sim all the way along and we'll see if we get any transfer offers or anything. Sim all the way along. Just reject that straight up. We're not selling anybody, we're not signing anybody, pretty much. I know people like to see people make signings, but it's not much. So a couple of players have grown there. Fructal is up to a 67, so that's very good. I know a lot of people who I was speaking to wanted me to start a Sunderland save, but, and this is our first game coming up already, but I've already done a couple of career modes in England there this year. I wanted to try somewhere different, and FC Bayern 2 are going to be a real challenge. Put it that way. I don't do press conferences, so that's okay. Oh, this might be a problem. We'll need to play them in that kit then. So that should be our strongest lineup. So yeah, here we go. First match of the career mode. Come on. I'll try and, like, I'm not going to edit these at all because I don't know, like, I know how to edit, but I don't want to go through the fiasco of actually having to edit and edit and edit and edit. I'd rather just upload the videos and see what the general like feedback is on the videos. So yeah, let's start this. We're trying to make this side a lot better than the actual team, than the actual big team in their lives. and he's took it out to play. Good.